based on this placeholder, they are saying that Centric Rise has a $9 billion market cap. Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? ETH, sleep, DeFi. Yes, I know I've been gone for a while, been on a little holiday, taking a break from crypto and a breather. So let's get right into it. Looking at Bitcoin. Nice little bump on Bitcoin. Could you say we're headed towards 10K? But the question is, are we going to be rejected like we always are? Zooming in on 1334, had some bounces, 1 month, 2 month. It looks like a little breakout right here. Zooming out to the 6 month, we did dip below the strongest trend 1 year. So the question is, will we get confirmation on 1334 that this is a valid bump? We shall see. Moving on, Ethereum. Wow. That was a nice little candle. Yeah, it really blasted off. Can't really complain there. That's why a lot of my strategy has been to stack as much ETH as possible. 1334 is kind of playing around. Zooming out on the 6 month. We did have the crossover. We'll see. It's been rejected several times at 300. So that is going to be a key level. As you can see here, it was rejected very, very hard at the 300 level. Yeah, so a couple times actually. But with all the DeFi hype, you know, there is a possibility we could finally break that 300. Moving on into the DApps. Credits going well, 335. I just keep rolling. I have not sold a single credit. You know, that's how you win on these games. You basically just keep on rolling. You know, and with that being said, we have entered back into another wave of ROIs. My recommendation is just to stay away from these, especially the ones that are basically the contract is always going to crash. So like I said, on credits, you get in, you keep rolling, you get that drip, you get your banker. There have been some decent sells, and every time someone sells, that puts more profit and makes my share bigger. You know, I made this mistake with credits V1. You know, I withdrew a lot, got impatient. I'm basically rolling this until my grave is kind of my plan. Looking at this daily plus, it is starting to spiral down a little bit. I have been just withdrawing on this and hyper compounding into other you know, other platforms like my bankroll life and a couple others. Let's see if there's some sells. So there has been some selling activity. Now, keep in mind, this is kind of like a FOMO game. This was actually going down quite a bit there for a bit, but my recommendation is to you is not to sell. Just keep withdrawing. 615. Let's see, and I really don't even have that many. Is very nice. It's $11 a day times 30. This is pure profit, $332 a month. So, you know, I will roll until I will withdraw from this until it is zero. And the fact is, this is a perpetual contract. People get impatient, and the network activity creates divs. Moving on over to my life, sitting at 76. Let's see, about 36 a day. This has actually gone up a bit, so this is still like 1,080 a month out of this. Now, what is my strategy on life? My strategy is to collect my vault rewards. I'm not selling these rewards. I'm just stacking them. And I am trying to ROI and get back to break even as fast as possible. I originally put 76 in. 76, let's see, times 0.20. So I basically have to make up 15.2 ETH. So I need 84, and then it's pure cream from there. So the way I'm accomplishing this is, like I said, I'm using my Daily Plus, I'm using some of my other DAPP platforms, I'm using my OKS, and I'm hyper compounding to get this to break even as fast as possible so that I can pull way ahead of the pack. There actually was a big sell the other day. It's not showing up now, but it was. There was a 27 life sell, and I'll tell you what, this made this change dramatically. And also, as the price of ETH appreciates, even if you feel like you're not making a lot, you're making a lot, because remember, the ETH that's in the pool has already been pooled. So a lot of this ETH was pooled when ETH was $234. Now this ETH is dripping at $270. So basically, as the price of ETH keeps increasing, the reward pool is fat and is full, right? It just continues to drip into here, and I estimate I should be back to profit in about 2 weeks if I concentrate all my divs. So that is one of my strategies on a lot of these DApps, is I will concentrate divs from multiple DApps to get to break even as fast as possible. And once again, this is stable hourglass, and this will continue to pay forever. Basically, this will be a gold mine. Very, very underestimated contract in DAPP DeFi right now. And I've been telling people, stop chasing a lot of these crappy projects and get in something legit like Bankroll. It's been around forever. It's not going anywhere. There's redundant servers. The system is set up to go long term. Now, with that being said, there are a couple new announcements. Stack Plus is coming out, which is going to be another stable hourglass, but it will be for multiple ERC20s. So all you people that lost your bag in the Link 3D crap, come on over to Stack Plus when it launches and start stacking Link. So Chainlink, big mover, is going to be added first to Stack Plus. And if you were out of the loop on Chainlink, there was a company, and it actually got traced back, that it was kind of like inside fudding to release an official report that Chainlink was not a good project. And as you can see, it's actually rebounded from the initial dump, but the Chainlink's not going anywhere. I've done several videos on this, and it's a solid hold. It's a hold that I can sleep at night. Like if my Chainlink goes up or down, I am good to go. Now, with that being said, what did I do? What is my latest move? Well, I actually got into a little Jarvis. Now, you're like, what is Jarvis? Well, Jarvis is going to be a unique project in the sense that it's kind of new. No one's really done it yet, but it will be synthetics like SNX, right? But it will be leveraged. Now, with that being said, I don't leverage trade myself, but I know it is extremely popular with people like Bybit, Xbit, whatever. A lot of these platforms people absolutely love. But here's the rub. It's going to be leveraged synthetic trading. Now, it's not live yet, but it's going to be interesting. I went ahead and I signed up synthetic on-chain trading, and like I said, there will be leverage, and I picked a bag up. Now, has Jarvis gone up quite a bit? It has, but once again, with a project like this, I'm more about the long hold on it. I'm not so worried that the people that got in at the beginning, they did make some nice profits. As you can see, you know, they made some really nice profits. Let's go to the 3-month. So it was down there below and it popped up and it's wobbling around. But Jarvis Network, I think, has a lot of potential. You look at things, a lot of these leveraged trading platforms, millions and millions and millions of dollars. So I think moving forward, they are going to have some staking opportunities and stuff. They don't have a Telegram official, but I was in one of their Discord, and they're very friendly. They answer questions. They don't do the DYOR crap and all that stuff. They're very hospitable. Yeah. So, and yeah, so that covers that. So what I did was I split my Chainlink profits. I'm up because my Chainlink average was like $1.25, and I moved some into Jarvis for a long hold. Looking at Vault, Vault has had a nice little move, popping back up 52 cents. Can't complain about that. So like I said, I'm stacking my Vault from Life and I'm hodling. Moving on. Okay, so, man, I tell you what, this thing, in my opinion, I love it. I love it. The devs are really, you know, really responsive to suggestions and improving the platform. There are a lot of news. They just announced new liquidity rewards for ETH, and you know, it is on a little dip, and actually when it dips like this, I just keep stacking more. But I actually have a secret strategy with OKS. Not releasing it yet, but it's what I'm doing. But it will be interesting when I just tell people what my trading strategy is with OKS. Moving on, it can't, if you haven't been living under a rock, these tokens, governance tokens, they're blowing up everywhere. There was a whole bunch of crazy Uniswap activity, and actually I can pull that up on my Cryptoslo website, and I can show you on my Unitrack. So I will be updating this with some more Uniswap coins, but basically you can click on Unitrack, get a whole bunch of information, buy, sell, volume, and then a link to that. So, you know, we have Kyber, we have Balancer. Now I kind of like Balancer. DMM, DMG, Compound, Addis, Unipower, yeah. Statera, really nice jump recently. Not really sure what's going on with that. Statera has been very volatile. I've just kind of been staying away from it. I had a little bag at one time, but I got rid of it. But what I want to talk about is what my opinion is of these governance tokens. Now, it's just like Kyber. If you stake your Kyber, it's a governance token. You can get divs, but I'll tell you, this is a whale game. This is a whale game. So just to give you an example, looking at the DMM, look at these wallets. 14 million, 10 million. Some of these are exchanges, 1.7 million, 300,000, 800,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. I think, in my opinion, now, did I make some money on DMG? I did. You know, I bought it like 47 cents, sold it $1.20, so I can't complain. But it really hasn't done a lot. I see a lot of these tokens, honestly, as money grabs. I don't think their use case is you know, worth what the price is showing. DMG is cheaper, but you have to ask yourself, you know, what is it doing? You get a lot of pumping, you know, Coinbase, Tomb Draper, which is fine, you know, but when I hear that stuff, I usually don't touch it or I sell. Looking at Compound, you know, Compound is a fantastic platform, but do I think Compound is, let's see if I got Compound up on here. Oh yeah, I had it over here. Do I think Compound should be worth $170 or $155? As you can see, this is kind of losing ground. It's because it's way overpriced, and there are monster. Look at these wallets: 622, 571, 105,000 times 171. It's millions and millions of dollars. As a small trader, you know, what are you going to do? You know, a lot of people got wrecked on this because it went to 300 and then it kind of tanked down. In my opinion, Compound, like I said, the platform is amazing, but I do believe that the Compound token is super overpriced. Is it worth $1 billion? I just don't see. I mean, are you going to vote your 10 shares of Compound? That's 10,000. You know, like it's just, to me, it doesn't make sense. And then all these different platforms came out with their tokens, and you know, it's just like, okay, like I staked some of my Kyber, and I was gonna get, what, $2,000 worth of Kyber, and I was gonna get 50 cents. So it's just like, it's just, in my opinion, speculation. Out of all these, I do like Balancer. I like the concept of Balancer, that you have balanced portfolios of ERC20 tokens. Once again, do I think the Balancer token's worth $10 or whatever? Personally, I'm staying away from them. I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna stick to stacking ETH and staying on some of these. Now, you can't not talk about DeFi and not talk about Ample. Total craziness in the Telegram. You know, thousands of memes. Basically, if you haven't seen this project yet, it's a stable coin that's supposed to be $1, but it was trading well above it. Basically, you buy Ample on Uniswap, and then every night at 10 o'clock, the supply either expands or contracts. So basically, what's been happening is you get more coins in your wallet. But here's what happened. These people made insane money. So if you're going to hold long, just keep holding. Fantastic. Even if it goes to $1, you know, if you got in here, you're all set. Fantastic investment. But what has happened is traders caught on that there was always a pump every night up to the rebase event. So basically, you see these big candles. People started dumping right before the rebase, or an hour or two before the rebase, and then you got to hope that it comes back. So this last night's activity really kind of smashed it down. Looked like it was going to pump back up, but it's like $1.80. Now, if Ample goes back to $1, it's actually kind of a good, cool project, in my opinion. You know, because you really can't lose, because the coin is going to try to self-adjust back to $1. But as soon as negative rebasing begins, you'll see a spiral, because it's going to take coins out of your wallet. So basically, if it's a positive rebase, your coins in your wallet expand, you get more coins, magic money. Fantastic. But if it's negative, then your money's disappearing. So I've bought and sold it a couple times. But like I said, long, I may consider picking a bag up if it goes back down into the $1 range. And our favorite, Centric Rise. So I was going to do an exclusive video on this, but I'm just going to talk about it briefly. Basically, Moolah Bet was converting their UpDC token to Centric. But Centric is a coin that is always supposed to go up. Okay, but it's multiple coins. So basically, it has a placeholder right now, and it's claiming that Centric Rise is worth $9.16. So if I go over to Tronscan, I see there's a 991 mil. So let's do the math. 991 million, 426, 248 times 916. Based on this placeholder, they are saying that Centric Rise has a $9 billion market cap. All right, unlikely. I know there's some wallets, you know, if you've been watching some of Trey's videos, he's got like 400,000. So Trey's got $3.5 million. He should go buy an island. The reality is, this is a placeholder it is actually worthless until liquidity is added to back it. Okay, so you have to just realize this is just a number. This is not really what it's worth. So, but what they use is they take Centric Cash and then they put that out in the open market, and it free trades up and down. So what they're trying to do is, and then you can use their swap tool, right, to swap between Rise and Cash. So if I go out to the market and I bought Centric Cash when it gets listed on Bittrex for a penny, it would actually be worth $1. So basically, no matter what you get your Centric Cash for in the open market, if you get it for a penny, you get it for 10 cents, you get it for $1, it will always convert to basically it would be pegged to Centric Rise. So do I believe Centric Rise is worth $9 billion? No. Because this is worthless until you can pump liquidity from Centric Cash into Centric Rise. Depending on what market demand is whether or not this is how this is going to go. Now, initially, game theory wise, if everyone holds onto the Rise instead of converting it to cash, so if I had one Centric Rise and I converted it to cash, it's pegged at $1, I would get 9.16 cash. I can then go to Bittrex and sell my Centric Cash. Okay. Now, when I'm on Bittrex, that's an open market, so I will only get out of cash what the market is willing to pay. So you really don't know once you convert out of cash what it's going to yield on the open market. So your cash, like I said, this is always pinned to $1 on this, and this number keeps going up. Now, the way this will work is there's two things that can happen. Everyone floods, they convert their Rise to cash and they flood the market, and then the price crashes down to almost nothing if they're just taking profits, because everyone that mined on Moolah basically got this for free, and when anyone gets something for free, they usually liquidate it. So I would expect Centric Cash price to go down very quickly. If they listed it at $1, which is the goal, like I said, I expect it to go down. Now, with that being said, I got a little bag for shits and grins. I mined a little on Moolah, and I have it, and I'll kind of track the project with some updates, but I have not invested anything big in it. Yeah, so that is my updates today. Like I said, there's so much to talk about. I really can't even fit it all into one video, but I will be doing some more specifics videos very soon. Subscribe, hit that like button. As always, this is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.